allow for that?
The glucose is absorbed faster. It's just straight glucose. Sugar is glucose and sucrose combination. And it's good. It's fine. The gummy bears work. Trust me. but this probably would work better.
I can see your first aid kit, it would have gummy bears in it, right?
Yeah. And the other thing that you have to think about as you're looking at the kits is, you don't put things in your first aid kit that you don't know how to use. Okay. Really, there's a lot of stuff in this first aid kit that's in my kit because I'm a physician. I got a ton of background in emergency medicine, everything. I've got airways in my first aid kit. I'm like, what would you do with an airway in your first aid? You don't need an airway in your first aid kit, But, I can use them, so I got them in mine. So, don't carry stuff in your first aid kit that you don't know how to use, because it's kind of useless. Little tricks, things, just all kinds of neat things. This is I picked up, and I think it's really good. It's a tick remover. Now, do you need this to get rid of ticks? Absolutely not. You can use forceps. Mick just sent a thing out. I'm using dental floss to remove ticks, which is really cool. I don't know. But this is a nice little tick remover. It's got a magnifier on it. And the big thing with ticks is you don't want to kill them. You want to back them out, because if you kill them, you're just squirting all sorts of crap into the wound, and then you're asking for infection and trouble.
You want to get them out and then kill them.
Well, there's arguments about whether you should even kill them or not. The thing that Mick sent around said freeze them in case you want to do tests on them.
Yeah.
I think if it's a typical wood tick, dog tick thing,
I'm gonna freeze
I'd kill them. They don't carry disease. But if you're concerned that it's a deer tick, which does carry disease, it might be worth saving them. If you squash it, they're unidentifiable. Splints. You can get, these are splints that I have in my office, which I like these. They're aluminum with a little foam on them. They're malleable. You can cut them. I meant to bring my heavier scissors with me. You'll see anything paramedic scissors. I don't know if you know what those are. Those are the scissors you can cut nickels with and things. Almost every hardware store carries them because everybody uses them in their shop. So you can cut the aluminum really easy. So these are nice little things for finger splints. One of my favorite splints, and you can get these through Campmore, they're called SAM splints. SAM stands for splint aluminum malleable. Okay, this is a big SAM splint. Obviously it's in my big kit. Okay, this is my group kit. Long-term group thing. I carry this. Normally it's in the trunk of my car. It's a very flexible thing, but look what happens when you bend it. It becomes stiff. Okay, so it becomes a stiffer splint. It can also be used for a cervical collar. You can put it on the neck, and you can immobilize the neck with it. You can, for like in the arm, you can put it on either side, mold it, and you've got the forearm totally immobilized. For a couple of these, you can immobilize the tip. Really cool splints. And they're not expensive. As I said, I got this from Campmore.
They don't expire either.
But they don't expire, no. And somewhere, I got I think it's in this one. The problem with this kit is it's got too many pockets in it.
Oh, yeah. So you want pockets, but not
You were
too
saying
big.
the phrases a minute ago.
Yeah.
Well, it's when you try to find stuff, it's somewhere I've got it in one of these kits. Oh, here it is. There's pockets on top of pockets here. They got little tiny sand splints.
Oh,
They're perfect for a finger.
for little people.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's nice, Check it,
Oh, it's light.
Oh, they're very very light. Even this is, if you feel this,
Yeah, that's right.
doesn't add a lot of weight, and they're really, really effective. You can also get just at the at the pharmacy, you can get other aluminum or plastic splints for fingers and things like that. I think these are really, really cool. Trauma things, again, in our situation, like with, you know, you guys that are Sawyers and everything, you know, I think, you know, your kids have to be more kind of aimed at trauma. One of the things is you need a trauma dressing. Okay, it's something you'll absorb. You know, I picked these up a long time ago at a Army surplus store. These are great big deals, you know. But a very good trauma dressing, right here. Do you know what this is, Eric?
I have no idea.
I'll bet you Mary and Jay know. It's a woman's sanitary
Oh,
now.
okay.
Okay? What's it designed for? Absorbing blood.
Taken out of the plastic bag, I might know what it was,
Yeah.
okay?
Probably been to the store for those a few times.
Yeah.
I have.
How old is that one?
Huh?
There's no date on it, give me a break.
Oh, what's the expiration date on it?
Yeah.
They don't make them like that anymore. That's the industry I work in.
Huh? Oh, this is the big maxi pad, man. Yeah, because you want the big thick one, yeah. But they make a great trauma dressing and they're cheap. You can buy a box of them and everybody can take two. Yeah. And they're great because they're designed to absorb blood, and that's what you want in a trauma situation. You know, I think they make fantastic trauma dressings. Buy generic, again, there are a lot of times you're not gonna, you know, stuff's just gonna sit in the kit nowadays, so don't spend money on brand name stuff. So if you look at the stuff I've got up here, my hydrocortisone cream, this is just Kmart's cheapest anti-itch cream. It's 1% hydrocortisone cream. Same thing with my triple antibiotic. Same stuff, my motion sickness. This is actually not for motion sickness so much as it's for nausea. You know, it's a Dramamine type thing that's good for nausea. I only got 4 of them in the first year. That's all you need. You know, you don't need the whole box, but I spread mine out through a whole bunch of kids. Again, I got the cheap. You know, I didn't get the cheap Benadryl. And the reason I didn't get the cheap Benadryl is the cheap Benadryl is in bottles, and I like them packed like this. And I just cut them up to size and put 4 or 6 or whatever fits in the first aid kit. So sometimes, you know, I think packaging is important. Okay. One of the products I like is New Skin. This is the only one I could get. That's all they had at Kmart when I was doing my fast front job. I actually like to spray New Skin better, but this works well. This is a flexible colloid bandage that you just put on, evaporates, or burns like hell when it first goes on, and then it evaporates, and you got a nice flexible waterproof dressing. You know, and it's cool stuff.
I've never used that before, so would that be just for like an arm, or would that be for a blister on your foot, or
Well, the
anything?
blister you want padding on, but like an abrasion or something like that, or
Okay.
especially if it's like on an elbow, you know, where the band-aid is gonna fall off after 5 minutes of
Yeah.
bending, this stuff flexes,
Oh, okay.
you know. And it's waterproof, which is another nice thing, so, like, I had a little kid in the office today, he's got impetigo and everything, and so he's gonna buy a can of New Skin, spray it up, you know, it's waterproof, it'll keep the water out, and keep the bugs in so they don't contaminate the water, and works both ways, you know, so yeah, New Skin, the bowlers use this a lot, you know, it thickens their skin up so they don't get blisters, you know, but yeah, but it is, yeah, I like to spray better than liquid.
So my sister had a blister last weekend when she was working with me on her hand, and there was really no easy way to put a Band-Aid on it, because it was gonna come off, but that would be good
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
blister.
Yeah, you just wouldn't
You know,
pad it.
on a hand or whatever that's moving.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just doesn't.
I knew they were out, I just have never
Yeah.
tried it before. Okay.
Yeah, and the aerosol cans are not very big, they're about that big,
Okay.
they're not one, you know, when I talked about getting to know the patients, your patients, or your hikers, you know, asthma, just to think about, now, I have an actual albuterol inhaler in mine, but as you'll see in your list of things there, you know, not a bad idea to have a Primatene inhaler. Primatine's a crappy medication, to be honest with you, but it works, and it's cheap, and it's over the counter, and it's better than nothing, okay? So you know.
It's a spray like that?
It's a spray like this,
Yeah.
yeah, it just, the problem with Primatene is you get used to it so fast, it doesn't work anymore, but it doesn't matter, you know, he's not gonna be using it, you know, for 4 weeks, you know, so. The other thing is, if you got an asthma patient out with you, they pretty well ought to have their own inhaler with it.
Right.
And it would be a good thing to find out if they do, and if they don't, make sure that they have it, you know. But again, Primatene inhaler is a cheap, reasonably effective alternative if you're dealing with an